Today we're at the Asheville Vintage Market. This is the second one hosted by the Asheville Sports Club. Behind me you can see there are 14 vendors selling vintage t-shirts, there's sneakers, there's skate clothes, there's knickknacks, vintage heels, all kinds of home decor. So we're gonna go talk to some of the people. So what's your name and your pronouns?
My name is Jokia, but I go by Jojo, and I use they, them, theirs pronouns.
Okay. And then what is the name of your brand, your store?
So this is the Vintage Addiction, and we're located in Boone, North Carolina, right off of 421, I believe. We just opened up this store, actually, so come and visit us.
What is your sourcing situation look like? How are you buying clothes? What's your process look like?
So each item is individually, handpicked by both of my bosses. So I think they just look for specifically, vintage clothing, so, anything in the 60s, 80s, looking for that specific, stitching, any specific, warmth and vintage feel. So that's what we strive for.
Yeah, okay. And then do you know what the pricing process looks like for your guys' clothes specifically?
I'm not 100% sure because I just started not too long ago, but I think that they try to keep everything, within the same price range, t-shirts within 25, but, obviously special items and stuff like that get priced, depending on the markets and the trends and stuff right now.
Awesome. And then what keeps you personally passionate about selling clothes?
Me personally, I just love being able to meet people, the environment, seeing each individual person's different styles and stuff. It's always super cool to see what people pick out.
Yeah, awesome. Your name, where are you from, what are your pronouns?
Okay, Savannah. I'm originally from Florida, but I live here now, and I've lived here for 8 years. My pronouns are she, her.
Okay, perfect. And then what is the name of your guys' store company?
We're called Slight Rust Mad Dust.
Okay.
It's just a lot of vintage designer. We've got a lot of homewares, knickknacks, shoes, purses, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. And what does your sourcing process look like as far as what you're selling?
We go to a lot of auctions, so we do online auctions and in-person auctions, estate sales, thrift stores, everything. Yeah.
Awesome. And so what is your, obviously you sell different things than t-shirts and stuff, so what does your pricing process look like?
So for a lot of it, some of it is just kind of random vintage, but then a lot of it is designer vintage, and so we do a lot of research, oh, what year was this made, was it on the runway, all that kind of stuff. So we do a lot of research before we price something, and kind of do it based on that.
Okay, awesome. Yeah. And then do you guys have an actual store, or are you more online? What is your preferred selling method?
We don't have a store yet, so we're mostly online. We've got an Etsy, and we have a website, Depop, Poshmark, all of those. And we're starting to do pop-ups, little markets and stuff just around here right now. But eventually we're hoping to open up a storefront at some point somewhere.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. And then finally, what keeps you passionate in this business? What do you think is important to keep up with?
Fashion, I guess. I just love, I don't know, just watching fashion evolve, and then seeing it as it was in the 90s, and seeing what designers were making and what they're making now, all of that kind of stuff. So yeah, just the evolution of clothing and all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Your name, where you're from, what are your pronouns?
My name is Derek. I'm from Asheville, and they're he, him.
Okay. And what is the name of your business?
Retrofit.
All right. And what is your sourcing process looking like?
I mainly focus on estate sales and flea markets. I travel the East Coast mainly, going to flea markets from Ohio to Massachusetts, Maryland, Florida. I go all over to flea markets and estate sales.
Awesome. And what about your pricing process? What's that look like for you?
I generally try to make things a better deal than what they are online. Okay. I'm going to try to make it a little bit more convenient to shop in person, because I'd rather have the person-to-person interactions.
Right. And what is it about this that keeps you passionate?
Oh, I'm an outdoorsman, and so saving things is super important to me to help the environment.
Okay. So what's your name and what are your pronouns?
My name is Jackie, and I'm just Jackie.
Okay. And what is the name of your business?
It's Flamboyance Vintage.
What keeps you passionate about what you do?
The love of clothes.
Yeah.
I love vintage clothing. I've been collecting for over 30 years. And you just never know what you're going to find.
Is this something that you always knew you wanted to do, or did you just kind of fall into it?
I used to manage a vintage shop for someone else, and then just decided to do it for myself. So I enjoy it.